For latest updates, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon.
Ships propelled by the sails only. It is also known as a sailing ship. It is a vessel that uses the sails mounted on masts to harness the power of wind and propel the vessel. Such ships are not fitted with the modern means of a machinery for voyage. They are propelled by sails only. Nowadays, such ships are not meant for high sea sailing, long distance voyage. They are the coastal ships. Motor vessel. The motor vessels are small boats or the vessels plying with a manpower sails or motor. The ship propelled by the sails only, country crafts and motor vessels are operated by unorganized local persons who may not be professionally aware of international rules and customs, etc., and are not fit for long distance, rough sea weather, flying at a distance from the sea, and even difficult to insure the hull as well as cargo. Such vessels are not fit for deep sea travel or carrying the cargo in the deep sea. Such vessels may only be used for the coastal movements, fishing, etc. To a large extent, the voyage time and the marine risk, that is the perils of the sea, are dependent on the nature and the sea weather. Bills of lading covering the shipment by the ship propelled by the sails only, country crafts and motor vessels are not valid tender under the letter of credit. Deck shipping. The cargo ship is required to be stored properly in the holds. However, sometimes the cargo is stored on a deck of the ship due to the nature of a size. Such a cargo is open to the sea weather, rain, etc. In the event of a danger to the ship, such cargo is thrown first into the water, that is jettison. In the bill of lading issued stating that the cargo is loaded on the deck is called the ship on deck bill of lading. Bankers will not accept such a bill of lading unless it is specifically permitted by a credit and the insurance cover for the deck shipment is obtained. Nevertheless, bank will accept a transport document which contains a provision that the goods may be carried on the deck, provided it does not specifically state they are or will be loaded on the deck. Intended vessel, where the cargo has been accepted for shipment, but it has still to be loaded on a board of a steamer. It is all likely that the cargo may not be loaded on that particular ship only. In such a case, the steamship company may issue a bill of lading naming the steamer as intended vessel. In majority of the cases, the cargo shall be loaded on the said ship only. However, there may be a problem in case of a cargo is not loaded on the intended vessel. On loading the cargo on the vessel, the steamship company shall convert the bill of lading into a on-board bill of lading by quoting the name of the vessel and the voyage number on the bill of lading under its proper stamp and signature and the date. RoRo, that is roll on, roll off vessels. The system is derived from a traditional car ferry where the motor vehicles are driven on and off the vessel. The RoRo ships is equipped with a rams that make the loading and unloading from a side and or bow, the front portion of a vessel and or stern, a rear portion of a vessel as possible. Some modern RoRo are designed as a trailer break bulk containers, carrier suitable for the deep sea voyage, that is long haul, making our loading and unloading of a containers from the top of like a full container ship possible using a crane. The type of the cargo that can be carried on a ro-ro is flexible, including large objects. The full ro-ro has low stowage factors as a result of a wasted space around the underside of the trailer and other motor vehicles. The full ro-ro is not ideal for a deep sea trade. The low stowage factors, however, are compensated for by a quickness of the turnaround time and imports in the short sea voyage, short haul. The capital cost of a full ro-ro is lower than the full container ship or the lash. Mate's receipt. Before the issue of the bill of lading, the officer of the ship issues a mate's receipt acknowledging the receipt of the cargo, which is to be exchanged for the regular bill of lading. The mate's receipt is neither a document of title to cargo nor a negotiable document. It is issued to facilitate the payment of the port dues, etc. The mate's receipt is to be exchanged against the regular bill of lading. On board, on dock, on deck shipments. On board shipment means the cargo loaded on the board of a ship and properly stored in an appropriate holds, considering the type, nature, size, etc. of the cargo. Generally, this the proper place of storage of the cargo on the board of the ship. On deck shipment, on dock shipment, there are certain cargo which cannot be stored in the holds due to the odd size, nature, etc. of the cargo and are required to be stored on the deck of the ship. The odd size cargo, hazardous cargo, explosives, live cargo cannot be stored in the holds and are required to be stored on the deck of the steamer. Such cargo is subject to the natural wear and tear, sea and rainwater, and also subject to the jettison in the case of a danger to the ship. The financing banks generally do not accept the bills of lading covering the shipment of a cargo on the deck of a steamer. It should be ensured that the deck shipment is covered by an appropriate insurance. On dock means the cargo is lying in the docks yet required to be loaded on the steamer.
For detailed learning of all logistics subjects, visit www.logiveda.com.